Hey guys, Jay here, and I'm a little early because of what I've watched from the Inside Xbox stream. It was kind of cool and kind of meh, mostly meh, because Xbox touted this being gameplay trailers, and there's very little gameplay in the gameplay trailers, mostly just in-engine trailers for the most part. I will give kudos to Xbox that they at least tried something, but they could have thought this through a little more. Besides just give us whatever you have, be it in-engine gameplay trailers, because most people did not mind the in-game engine trailers. They just wanted the actual gameplay of a dev or a game tester actually demoing the game with live gameplay of you moving the character around or actually doing something. I'm gonna go over some games that stuck out to me, so not all of the dozens of games that they showed is gonna be in this video, just the ones that caught my eye that seem interesting and some funny highlights that I point out. Okay, first up is Call to See, which was announced for the Series X, Xbox One, and PC, and it's due out late 2020. They gave a brief synopsis of the game. It is 1934 in the far reaches of the South Pacific. Nora has crossed the ocean following the trail of her missing husband's expedition and finds herself in a lush island paradise, a nameless forgotten place dotted with the remnants of a lost civilization. What strange secrets does it hold? And what might Nora unearth in her quest for the truth? And it seems that it is a first-person action-adventure game rendered all in Unreal Engine 4. It looks pretty cool. Probably going to be a niche title, but I'm probably going to get it for PC. I do like those types of adventure games where you're going to have to solve puzzles and clues, and it looks like it probably will have like a multiple ending sort of deal. But again, this is a quote-unquote indie dev, so don't expect that much from this game, because this whole entire Inside Xbox was mostly about indie devs. Next up is the online co-op shooter Second Extinction, which was announced for the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. Also, a PC closed beta test is set for this summer. Developer Systemic Reaction has announced a 3-player online cooperative shooter called Second Extinction for Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. A release date has not been announced, but a PC closed beta has been slated to begin this summer. You can sign up for it on their website. Now at first, the reason why this caught my eye is because I thought this was a new Turret game for a second, but it's not. It's a Left 4 Dead cooperative game, but instead of zombies, it's mutated dinosaurs. And here's the synopsis. Second Extinction is an intense 3-player cooperative shooter where your goal is to wipe out the mutated dinosaurs that have taken over the planet. Teamwork is vital as you adopt the role of one of the survivors, using a unique combination of weapons, abilities, and skills to take on the vast number of enemies. Fight through a maelstrom of bullets, bombs, teeth, claws, and gore. It's up to you to reclaim Earth. So it looks like each survivor is going to have their own special abilities and powers and probably favorite weapons, so you all can synergize and take out as much of the mutated dinosaurs as you possibly can on each map, depending on, if you're gonna run each survivor or a combination of 2 and 1 or 1 and 2 or everyone being the same survivor. Seems really interesting. Just gotta actually see more gameplay of it. Next is Blooper Team's announcement of a psychological horror game called The Medium for Series X and PC. Blooper Team has announced The Medium, a psychological horror game coming to Xbox Series X and PC. It will launch this holiday and will be available with Xbox Game Pass day 1. A little overview of The Medium. Become a medium living in 2 different worlds, the real world and the spirit one. Haunted by the vision of a child's murder, you travel to an abandoned hotel resort, which many years ago became the stage of an unthinkable tragedy. There you begin your search for difficult answers. As a medium with access to both worlds, you have a wider perspective and can see more clearly that there's no simple truth to what others perceive. Nothing is what it seems, everything is another side. The Medium features a dual soundtrack by Blooper Team's composer and legendary composer Akira Yamaoka of Silent Hill fame. So Blooper Team is trying to fill that Silent Hill void for horror fans. Hopefully they can get this ball rolling, and it's actually pretty good because they have me interested. I have to see a little bit more of this, but it is kind of weird that this will be on Xbox Game Pass day 1. You'd think that they'd want more physical copies sold than having a subscription service for a niche title. The next one I wanted to talk about is Bandai Namco's announcement of a new action RPG, Scarlet Nexus, for Series X and Xbox One, which is led by former members of the Tales development team. and Bandai Namco announced Scarlet Nexus, a new RPG franchise developed by Bandai Namco Studios and led by former members of the team that developed the Tales of series games. It is currently only confirmed for Xbox Series X and Xbox One and will utilize smart delivery, which means if you buy it for Xbox One, you can have it for Xbox One X version or a Series X version for free. They didn't really have much to go on, but they do have a synopsis for it. In the far-off distant future, the psionic hormone was discovered in the human brain, granting people extrasensory powers and changing the world as we know it. Just as humanity was entering this new era, deranged mutants known as Others began to descend from the sky with a thirst for human brains. Highly resistant to conventional attack methods, extreme measures needed to be taken to battle the overwhelming threat and preserve humanity. Those with acute extrasensory abilities known as psionics were our chance to fight the onslaught from above. To this day, psionics have been scouted for their talents and recruited to the Other Suppression Force, OSF, humanity's last line of defense, to take on the role of Yugito Samaraki, a new recruit to the OSF, aiming to become an elite psionic league, the one who saved him as a child. Armed with the talent in psychokinesis, explore the futuristic city of New Himika and uncover the mysteries of a brain-punk future caught between technology and psychic abilities in Scarlet Nexus. Now, I thought this was going to be like an action game, like Devil May Cry, but it's going to be probably an action RPG, like a Soulsborne game or a Sekiro from the gameplay trailer that we saw. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's probably not going to be exclusive to the Xbox platforms and PC. It's going to be multi-plat because it's a Bandai Namco game, and this looks like a game that's not going to sell well on the Xbox platform because of how anime-ish it's looking. And the last part was just a blooper for both Microsoft and Ubisoft, where they didn't know the meaning of gameplay trailer. The whole reason people were hyped about this was they got to see some gameplay trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, Ubisoft's idea of a gameplay trailer is really weird because it's just the original trailer rendered in-game, and it had like 20 to 30 seconds of actual gameplay footage of the main character jumping on top of an enemy, and another scene of him just throwing axes in different places, and that's it, because the overall trailer was just rendered from the CGI cutscene. This is not what we wanted. This is not what anyone wanted. They didn't want in-game cutscenes. They wanted gameplay of the actual character, of an object or something moving around that we can actually get an idea of what we're getting into. And the worst part about it is that Microsoft was hyping this up so bad, only for it to be like 20 to 30 seconds of actual new footage, of in-game footage at that. And at the time of this recording, if you check the Twitterverse, Instagram, anywhere you can leave a comment, they're just dunking on Xbox because apparently they don't know the definition of gameplay footage and in-game rendering. Overall, it wasn't horrible, but it was pretty bad because the serving size that they had for new game footage wasn't enough at all. I mean, I'm happy that they showed off some indie devs and some other third parties that they're working with, and the fact that they're trying to get some anime games on their platform for people to test out, because they've been hearing that they want those types of games there, but they don't really sell well because of the vocal minority. It's commendable, but to say that this stream was a success, you're just in delusion because it was kind of meh. They didn't really have anything to show. They did say that their first party studios are working on stuff and that they're going to show that in July. But this is for the smaller development teams and the third party teams that they're working with. But I'm like, it would have been a lot better if it was some gameplay, actual gameplay with the trailers. So you could have made it a 2 to 3 hour stream and have a couple like 10 to 20 minutes per trailer to show actual gameplay. And I would have sat through all 2 to 3 hours looking at and dissecting everything that I potentially would want to buy. Not, oh, the games aren't ready yet, but how about some trailers rendering in engine? So you know that this is what it's going to look like when you actually play the game. I'm just meh with the whole situation. It could have been a lot better, especially when your next generation console is coming out in a couple months. Hopefully their first party development team stream is a lot better than this, and they actually can show some gameplay, not more in-engine trailers because they're not ready yet, and they got till July, so hopefully they can have something. Because right now, some of the jokes are going around saying that all Sony has to do is show 5 actual gameplay trailers where you're actually playing the game or build of the game, and most people will buy that day one. They'll buy a PS5 day one. I just want good competition in games that I can actually get hyped for this fall and actually play, no matter the platform. But what are you guys' thoughts on this whole derailed hype train for Xbox? Leave a comment below, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Finally! Spring is here and we can get out of that cave and get some training in. So, who wants to spar for a few rounds?